Sony has made a lot of great cameras, but 3 of the latest ones are causing a lot of confusion, and everybody keeps asking me which one should I buy. The steal of the deal A7V, the Swiss Army knife does it all, the A1 Mark II, or the new high resolution beast, the A7R6. I've been lucky enough to actually shoot all 3, and in fact, I liked all 3 of them so much, I bought all 3 models with my own money. So I kind of know the ins and outs of each and every one of them, and I really like the results I get out of each one. Camera technology is fascinating to me. It's the perfect combination of art and science. I kind of geek out on it, not like the specs that most people do, but I kind of geek out on the results because it lets me learn a lot about my subjects. So here's what I've learned. They're all fantastic. You can't really go wrong with any of them. And no, Sony didn't pay me to say that. I actually just get a lot of enjoyment out of using these cameras. If you want something that can handle explosive action in split seconds, the Sony A1 Mark II, no question. It's got the highest price tag, but that price buys you the best of everything. Video, stills, fast, slow, it does all of it, and it does it all really well. There's actually no compromises here other than your wallet, or maybe your partner for getting angry with you for taking the money out of the wallet to buy it because it's got the highest price tag. If I'm heading out and I want the one camera that does everything that I like to do, like perfect, I grab the A1 Mark II. It's all there. High speed video, high resolution video, slow motion video, high resolution stills. It's fast and it does pretty much everything perfectly. Now, if you were to ask me, and a lot of people have already asked me this, Mark, if you could only choose one camera for still photography, what would it be? I would choose the A7R6, no questions asked. The high resolution is so cool and so important to me because it lets me crop in to see all of these tiny minute details that I can't see with my own eye. And that helps me learn more about my subject, which is one of the reasons I do this. I love to learn about all of these animals. This is the shot that sold me on the A7R6. And I know it doesn't look like much. It's just a small baby gator sitting in some water lettuce. But the extra resolution of this is mind-blowing. You can crop in and then in and then in and keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going until you can see all of the tiny little spots on this alligator's nose, those tiny little pores. This is absolutely incredible. One image can actually be 4 or 5, depending on how you compose it. But again, you get to look at those tiny little pores. And guess what? Those aren't actually pores. They're ISOs. Wait a minute. ISOs, this isn't the same term as the camera technology. This is this word is tricky for me. It's new because I just learned it. Integumentary sensory organs, ISOs. So those little teeny pores that you see on the alligator's face are actual sensors that help it sense the world around it, help it navigate, catch food, sense vibrations in the water, all that amazing stuff. And that camera, the high resolution detail, allows me to get really close and see that. And again, like I said, I get to learn about my subject. I learned something new today. And speaking of detail, look how gnarly this osprey is. I shared this on social media. This is from the A7R6. Again, amazing detail, and you learn a lot about your subjects. The A7R6 is a high resolution beast, but it's missing some stuff. It's a little bit slower. The buffer will fill up faster. The readout isn't quite as quick as the A1 Mark II, so it will have the dreaded rolling shutter. I haven't experienced it yet, but I know it's there. Other people have already proven that. With that said, it's also missing one of my favorite features that the A1 Mark II has, and that's 240 frames per second, 8x slow motion video. This does 4x slow-mo max at 4K, which is still cool, but it's not really what I like to shoot for video. So if I want to do everything, again, I grab the A1 Mark II. If I want the best high-res stills I can get, I grab the A7R6. So where does that leave the Sony A75? It pretty much does almost everything the A1 Mark II does, except it's a little bit slower, and it doesn't have 8K video, and it's lower resolution. The lower resolution, you can always double your files in Lightroom if you want to, and actually get more resolution than the A1 Mark II. But there's a controversy on that. Is that actually cheating or not? I don't know. Anyways, it's a solution to that problem. And the video modes are amazing on it. It's absolutely incredible. I made an entire video with it where I took it out and shot some cattle egrets doing amazing stuff, and I got some of the most incredible video I've ever seen of these animals with that camera. And then I used the A1 Mark II and kind of made a little video of the two together, and I'll put a link to that in the description. The thing is though, when you shoot video with the A7V, all of the video modes that I would like to use, like 4K 120 where I can get 4x slow motion, or 1080p 240 where I can get 8x slow motion, they have a significant crop to it. So you lose some of the frame, and a lot of people complain about that. But as a wildlife photographer, it's actually a huge benefit because it gives you a little bit of extra reach, so to speak. So I kind of like this camera for almost everything that it does. Here comes the daily afternoon Florida storm, so I gotta wrap this up in a minute, but look at the sky. Oh my goodness. Big thunderclouds coming. The key takeaway, if you want the absolute best at everything and money is no option, get the A1 Mark II. You'll be happy. If you want the highest resolution camera that Sony makes, and you want to be able to really crop in tight and still have great performance, maybe you can get that elusive shot of Bigfoot because it's hidden somewhere in the mountain and nobody else could see it, but with the A7R6 detail, you can crop in and crop in and crop in, and you can see him hiding in the trees. Get the A7R6. You'll be happy. If you want the best of everything with the lowest price tag, but a little bit less under the hood, get the A7V. It's kind of like the Ford Escort price tag with the Ferrari under the hood. The main thing to think about with all of this is any of these cameras are amazing. You can't go wrong. And the main thing also to remember is don't get caught up in all of this. Just go out there and have some fun. Take photos, shoot video, learn more about the world around you. And I think with that said, I'm done. It's gonna rain and lightning here, so I gotta get out of here. You know, it's funny when you're trying to film this stuff and the light suddenly comes out really harsh and blinding, and it's really hot. I'm melting out here.